Hello everybody and welcome back to BALING Farms. So we are still in July and we've got a bit more harvesting to do. So we've got these two barley fields to get harvested and hopefully the crop's going to go straight over to the chickens. We've got the canola field to get harvested as well. We've got to bale these two barley fields and we've got nothing to do with the canola field afterwards apart from getting it ready for next year. So not too bad. I suspect all of the sorghum fields will be ready next month, which is three or four big fields. So a lot of harvesting to do the next few days, and we kind of want to get some bits sold as well so we can possibly buy another combine and get a worker on one while we're working on another and really try and maximise our output. So after last episode I did get the big field all baled up and we got a load of bales, so we've got all of them bales to go get picked up as well at some point. So it's going to be a case of I'm going to get this field done here, this barley field done. I might leave a worker on the littler one, or I might do that and leave a worker on the canola harvest while I start baling and picking up bales, because that is going to take some time as there's quite a few to do. In all of this, it would be nice if we could get some bits and bobs sold so we can, say hopefully buy another combine. If not, we could always lease one next month, but we're going to be spending £40,000-50,000 to lease a combine, and that's £40,000-50,000 towards buying ourselves another combine. This one's done 19 hours now, so it's... Oh, the button keeps getting stuck. So yeah, we've done quite a few hours in this combine now, so it is probably time we got a newer model on the farm to complement this one. As we're growing as well, there's quite a lot to do. So I don't think these fields will take overly too long. So this is our chicken food as well as a bit of sorghum, and we did put all new chickens in last time if you remember. So we should hopefully start getting that egg production back up and running, because we have missed it and they've not been producing very well, those old chickens. So I don't know if it's a thing, but we're just eliminating that. It could just be that something's changed in the algorithm on the game, and we've lost that bit of production in our chicken house, which yeah, again is quite annoying really, because you would expect 2,000 chickens to lay at least 2,000 eggs a day. Probably a little bit less, you know, take into account mortality and stuff, but this is a game, so I don't think they'd have built it in that far. We've got our lorry and trailer there waiting to go. Obviously I've dumped the oats in the front of the lorry anyway, so we've only got one to fill up, and then we'll have to go empty because I think we've got something like 3,000 litres of oats left in the combine once all was said and done. I've also set a worker now on grass fields. He is spreading some of our lovely manure, getting that grass fields ready for their next harvest. So that should be a nice little bonus for us as well. Keep on top of that. And yeah, I think that's about everything that's going on today. Oh, we're full. Should have kept an eye on that. It didn't take long at all. But let's get backed up and let's get these lorries into position. So we have got size down here. We do need to get some straw down to that cow pen because we've run out. There's our massive Ferguson. He is spreading manure on the grass fields. It's just taking it out of the red and making it slightly orange, so they obviously don't require too much nitrogen. And there you go. So the front of the lorry has got 3,230 litres of oats in there, so we've written off that 49,000 litre capacity. We're just putting 3,000 litres in, but it's not the end of the world. I'm not expecting these barley fields to produce too much, but then again, we are already 20,000 litres in and only done the headland, so it is possible. So yeah, I would also like to get to use the lorry and its new trailer today, as well as the auto stacker. So I don't know if we will, but there is plenty to do. Now once we've got the bales picked up, we can then start and get these fields ready. It's going to be a quick turnaround for the barley because I think it's September, and if we're doing canola again, but I don't know if we will, because I think the oil mill is, so we've still got 35,000 litres of canola in storage, and I think oil mill's pretty full, so time we add in what we've done, what we're going to make this month of canola, I just don't think we're going to get through it. So I don't know if we'll be doing canola again next year, or we're going to use that field for something else just because we don't need any. It's a bit like corn. We've grown more corn, but I think we're well ahead of our corn usage now. There was a time where we were short, but we definitely aren't short anymore. So we'll have to find some new crops to put in. Been mainly doing the crops we need, but I think next year we might tackle a few new crops and see how we get on. Obviously on the Saxlingham map there's not all the different types of crops you can get on some of the maps, which is a bit of a shame, because it would be nice to do some extras. So we've got barley, canola, carrots, corn, cotton, grapes, grass, green beans, long grain rice, oats, radishes. Basically just got all of the normal stuff. There's nothing extra on here. So we will have a look at doing possibly something different. I don't like doing vegetables on a big scale because they just take so long. And I would really like to do a rice field, long grain rice, which you can only plant in April and only halve in September, so we missed it. But it doesn't really work on these fields. It's a bit of a pain to set up, unless I can get one set up, and then I will do it. I've struggled to set it up so far on any map I've played, apart from Hutan Pantine. But it would be nice to make some, you know, rice flour. I think it's rice flour, stuff like that. Rice cakes. Could do all of that with it and make all sorts. Rice bread, I think, as well we can do. Let's have a look. So we do need to get some eggs down to one of these bakeries. So yeah, you can do rice flour cake, rice flour bread. So you can make rice flour. Not much, but it'll be quite cool. So yeah, I think that's one. Yeah, we do need to get some eggs down there and get that cake storage going. Good time to jump back in because we were just about to run into the next field. But yeah, I'll set to now. Let's get this field, these two fields harvested. Then we can start with the canola. I say I don't think we'll be doing next year of canola just because we've got so much of it now. And then we can go from there. Right, let's get cracked on. Right, so that is all the barley tackled now. So I did have to empty the trailer, so we've got over one trailer full. I don't think the back of the lorry's got too much in it, probably 30,000 litres, so not bad to be fair off the two little fields. We're going to get quite a few bales off it, so we'll be doing some baling very shortly. But for now, what we're going to do, I'm going to run the combine over to the canola field. I'm going to get a worker set up on there, going to empty the lorry into the silo, park it up the side of the road, and then we'll start doing some baling. And then once we've done all the baling, we'll grab the auto stacker, in between emptying the combine obviously. We'll grab the auto stacker and we'll start picking up the multitude of bales we've got. So I think we'll be well over 100 bales all said and done, which is quite a few. And it should keep the cows bedded for quite a while. Obviously down at the bottom farm, the new farm if you like, we've got no straw down there, so we do need to get some down there ASAP so we can get bedding going again, because it is surprising how quickly they use the bedding. But as we're going to be passing the shop, I am going to take the combine in for a quick service, because it is now servicing is getting low and we don't want to be losing anything out the back end sort of thing. So we'll get it all serviced up, and then we can get the canola field all harvested. And I say we'll put whatever we can into the mill, the rest of it will be in storage. But yeah, we won't be doing any more canola next year because the mill's just a little bit slow, so we'll let that catch up with it. And obviously everything's still at the shop because we haven't got around to using it, because we're for the next few months we are going to be fairly busy. And our diesel tank is still here. Combine does need a good wash down as well when we get 5 minutes, but I can't see that being anytime soon. So repair on this is £12,000, so I knew it needed doing. The header is £1,500 and the trailer doesn't need repairing. But as you can see, the combine's £138,000 to repaint and the header trailer is £27,000, so crazy amount of money to repaint them, so we're not going to bother because I'm not too worried that it looks a bit scratched up. She's a working girl. But that did cost us a bit on servicing, but hopefully it'll make all the difference when it comes to harvesting the fields. And it should mean it'll carry on being as quick as possible, because as stuff gets wore out, it starts being slow. And we don't want to be held up any. Especially with not all of that sorghum next month to be harvested. That is going to be one mammoth task. So definitely need to be on top form for that. So let's head down here and get this set up now. And the worker's got a nicely freshly serviced combine to do all the work in, so there should be hopefully no missed bits. And this field shouldn't take them too long either, because it's a nice straight field. It's not like it's just once around the outside, up down up down up down. So it's actually one of the easier fields to do. I probably should have done that one and left him with the two little ones. But I'm glad this combine travels a little bit faster than most, because it is a long way between. And then we say we'll get the lorry parked up here and see how fast the end is. So canola shouldn't fill up as fast as the barley did, because the barley was fairly quick filling actually. I was actually very surprised with how much barley we got off that field. So we'll do the usual, get it parked on the track, get it unfolded. It does look a good crop again, so I mean worst comes worst, if we've actually got a lot in storage come December, we might even just sell it. I think it's worth quite a bit in its raw state actually, I think. So let's get a worker on to do that. It's nice and easy for him. Up, down, up, down, up, down. And we will jump into the lorry. So yeah, we've got 30,000 litres left in here. I think I tipped 36,000 litres into the silo. So we've got 66,000 litres-ish for feeding the chickens, which is probably 2 months. Probably a bit more than that, actually, probably 4 months. Until we're moving on to sorghum. Because that was my other thing, was it the sorghum? Because ever since we put them on sorghum, they started running a bit slower. So now they're on barley. We can see, because they're fresh chickens, so if they run well on barley and then we put them on sorghum, they don't run well, we'll do a massive field of barley or wheat to keep those chickens running a-okay. Right, I'll get this moved across and then we'll jump into the fast track and we'll get some baling done. Right, so we've got all the baling done. We are just setting to now and picking a few bale. Oh, the bale is not supporting, but it did say it did the two. I'm sure it said it did the 240s. Did I get that one? It does do the 240s though, so I'm sure our baler is the 240s. So let's see if we can do a trade in. I'm not sure. Well, let's just sell it. To be fair, we've got to get ours sold because we're gonna have to try that. But what I wanted to do, what I got sidetracked, is we'll just check our baler, which is this one, and they are 240s. So I'm very surprised it's not supported. Well. Either way, we're going to have to get it sold and we'll buy the other type of one and see if that makes a difference. See if we can use the other one. If not, it was going to be a telehandler and pick 100 odd bales up. It'll be a slow process, but we'll get there. So where is our auto stacker? There it is. So let's sell that. I'm going to lose some money on it. Bit annoying. But when it says it does 240 bales, you expect it to do 240 bales. Right, this one does a slightly bigger bale. And it's selectable. So let's go and see if this one's going to make any difference. If not, give it a low loader or the lorry trailer and pick them up. And it's going to be a slow process. But like you say, we will get there. Yeah, so unfortunately this one doesn't work either. So it does look like we are going to be handballing all of our bales. Now, we do have the option of using the lorry trailer, so I'm going to try that first. Might just see if we can auto load some of them, because there's quite a lot of bales to be moved around from site to site, so we'll give that a go first, and if not, it'll be telehandler and we'll use the low loader. So this worker's full, he's not a million miles away from being done, so we'll go get him emptied, and then we'll grab the lorry trailer and we'll go start picking some bales up. Right, well that's the canola harvest all done and dusted, so we are going to get the combine all emptied up now, and then we can find out grand total, and so we'll fill the mill up, and then the rest of it will be going into storage for the time being. So let's get this done, not too much in it, and then the combine will be on standby until next month, because I believe that all the sorghum fields will be ready next month. So let's have a look. How many have we got? Oh no, so 18, 9 and 16. So we've got 3 big fields of sorghum to do. And we've got to pick all of the bales up out of here. I did just try the lorry trailer. It doesn't particularly hold too many, so it's going to be slow as well. So yeah, rock in a hard place with the bales. It's going to take some time to get them all lifted, I believe. But what we are going to do is pick the fent up. Because I've cleaned that front field, we'll get the fent going in there. Starting to work the land, because we'll be putting wheat in. Probably put wheat in 3 fields, this one and the 2 bottom ones, and then we'll have plenty of chicken food. There we go, so that's all ready for next time, so we don't need to particularly move that now. It can just be sat waiting. So let's jump back into our lorry, and we can see we have 60,000 litres, so it's not actually too bad off that field. Really decent amount of canola oil. Well, canola, and we'll be turning it into canola oil. So we'll go fill the mill up, and then we'll get it into storage for the time being. And so I think we've still got about 30,000 litres in storage anyway, so it isn't going to be getting through it that fast. Let's get this tipped, we'll get this returned to the yard, and then we might just grab the lorry trailer quickly and start selling some of the produce, because next time we'll be moving on to next month, and it doesn't matter if we pick the bales up after or I do it off camera, either or. But I would like to get another combine to make the sorghum harvest easier. So we're better off selling everything we can and seeing if it's going to bring us anywhere close. Right, so we've got a few bits and bobs on. I've just picked everything up we could sell. So there's some strawberries on there, some jam. There's canola oil, olive oil, bottled milk, butter. Yeah, so we've got a bit of everything. Cereals on there as well. So we're going to see what we can make. So we're aiming to get another combine. I was rather hoping one would come up in sale, so that we didn't have to pay full whack for it. But it would be nice to have a second combine, especially to help out, because we're going to have 3 massive sorghum fields. And we've got all of them bales to get picked up at some stage. So let's get here and get ready to fire through there. We should be able to hopefully get it all in a one payment. And we've got £217,000. So it takes us up to £412,000. Now, let's check sales first. There is nothing in there, apart from another one of these lorries. Could have had that. So let's have a look to see what combines we might be able to buy. So we could buy a class Lexium. Now we could do this way, get this one, keep with the class, but these will run quite a big header. Up to on GPS. It's a bit of an older combine, but yeah, I think we're going to do that, because as far as I'm aware, so that's a 9 meter. You can actually run a big class header on that. So if we go into here, so this is a 13 meter one, and I'm pretty confident you can run that on there. Now it's going to leave us quite short. We're not going to have a lot of cash left, especially after we buy a header trailer for £19,000. But obviously next month we should get some money back again. So let's run the lorry over somewhere, park it up for the night. I'll probably get it to the yard, because we'll have the jam again next month. And then let's go look at our new purchase. So the only reason we're buying a new combine is it's not going to be as good as our old one, but it is just there as a bit of help, so we can get a worker doing that one at the same time we're doing the other one, which means we can really crack on, because otherwise it's going to take us episodes and episodes to get through the combine. Takes about, I don't know what's going on with this trailer, don't ask me. But yeah, it takes about 45 minutes to get through, and it's a big old header, 13 meters. So if we've got to spare another one, it will be a massive help. So let's get this dropped off in the yard and let's go look what we bought. And we could always buy another corn header if we wanted to, and do 2 corn headers. I think we've got a relatively small amount of corn heading to do. I think it's just one field, so we probably won't even ever worry about that. But we have spent another £400,000. But it, like I say, it's very handy to have 2 combines. So let's pop it into here. Now I'm just bringing this here because obviously next month when we do move on, we will have jam. I am going to have to work out a way of picking those bales up that's going to be a bit easier. So I might just have a quick look on Mod Hub before next time and see if there is an auto stacker that will do those Heston bales. If not, I will just set 2 and get the telehandler and go and pick them all up. So I think, if I remember rightly, there's about 100. It will take some time. It'll take some time. But here she is, Class Lexium 600. Not a bad combine for the money, really. Now the biggest test is, I'm pretty confident to say it will run this header. Well, I've never tried it. Let's just pick it up. So first things first, it does pick it up. Zoom out. And then the next way to test it, should do 6 miles an hour with this header, so And it does. So look at that. We now have another big combine. So if we can sneak around here, get the header on the trailer. And we'll probably end up... Oh, I don't know why it puts the header the wrong way around when you're in the store. Mightily annoying. But yeah, so we'll probably end up just leaving this here because I think we've got a couple of sorghum fields. And then what we'll do is we'll probably set up in 2 different fields. One combine in one combine in the other. Which will then just mean that we're not crashing into each other. Because the workers and me have got different ideas of how we like to harvest fields. So we should be able to get this on the back now. And we'll have a quick look in the interior. So this is our older one. So we've got the GPS pilot. Bit of an older school style of cab, but like I say, perfectly respectable, and it'll do the job for us. As long as we've got aircon and a radio. What more do we need? The only trouble with this is its max speed is 18 mile an hour and our other one is 26. So that's going to be a little bit of a downside, but there we are, our new purchase. And I think that's the perfect place to leave it today, guys. We've done quite a lot. It's a shame that we couldn't get the auto stacker to work on the bales, otherwise we'd have all the bales up. But I will have a look on Mod Hub before next time and see if we can't find one what will do it, just to make our life easier. So I'm pretty sure there was nearly 100 odd bales we've done today. Statistics. Bales produced 200. It's sort of reset because I didn't add up my last one. But yeah. So thank you for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please give it a thumbs up. Any suggestions, do leave them below. And if you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell, you'll get a notification of our next video. And hopefully get to see this combine working. I'll see you there. Bye for now.